Hi, it's Don Thornton. I want to talk about bandit signs. I'm sure you've seen these in every street corner when you go by. Bandit signs have been used for a long time, and they are considered in guru quarters as being a great way to get houses. And I can tell you that um, I know a lot of people in real estate investing who have used bandit signs very effectively to get houses. Full disclosure, I have never gotten a house from a bandit sign. And I have tried them at a couple different times, not just in real estate investing, but some other projects I was working on. And I have never been a big fan of them. And I'm going to go through and talk to you about that. But I will say, for the sake of, giving the other side of the coin, as they say, I do know someone that did very well. I had Brenda on my podcast, Don the Short Sale Guy Don the Short Sale Guy's podcast channel on YouTube, and she's got a nice rental portfolio that she built up part time because she's always had a full time job. And I, excuse me, I really admire her and what she's done. And she said, yeah, most of it was bandit signs. And so, you know, I definitely respect people who do that. I just felt like that for me, it wasn't something that I really enjoyed doing, nor did I feel like it was worth it. I thought there was other tactics that were cheaper and less labor intensive to do. Now, I'm going to go through and tell you why I feel like, um, for me, it wasn't a very good option. And remember, if you're watching my videos, I really try to keep it away from the fluff and just talk about what I've done and give you the cold hard truth, yay or nay, do I recommend it or not recommend it, why, and so on and so forth. The way that you're taught to do bandit signs is because the municipalities where you put them generally don't like them, and so they'll take code enforcement will go out and remove them if they see them. So let's say you go out and buy, I don't know, say 50 bandit signs, and you want to put them on, let's say you want to put them on, if you have an intersection, you've got, one, two, three, four. So let's say, that would be 20 intersections where you would put, four each, or I'd say, sorry, my math's terrible, 10, okay, or 12, whatever. My math's terrible. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So you have one intersection, you want to try to have four on there for each direction of people going to. So, you know, if you put it out there on a weekday, code enforcement's gonna take it out. So what we were told was that you buy the bandit signs, you buy the metal stakes, and then on, like, because these municipalities, they work government hours, so 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever. So at 5:30 you go out on a Friday and you put your bandit signs up, and then Sunday night you go out and pick them up, so that way you don't get them all gone. So remember, you've got bandit signs. You got to buy the we buy houses, what do you call it? I don't know what they call it in English anymore. I think about it in Russian. Sheet is what they call it in Russian, a reklamny sheet. And you buy the actual sign, and then you got to buy the metal stakes, so that it adds up. So what happens? Well, you have a lot of leakage. You have a lot of loss because you might buy these bandit signs, and competitors will take them down. The city will take them down. And then you've got that's money out of your pocket that's gone. So you have a constant churn. You're constantly having to buy more bandit signs, more stakes, and so forth. So it can get pricey. Now, if you get houses from it, that's just a cost of doing business. Personally, I felt like I never got much bang for my buck on it. So for me, it was a bad investment in the sense I never got a house. If I got a couple of houses from it, then yeah, I'd probably still be doing it. The second thing is it's labor intensive, right? You got to go out there on Friday night, put them all out, and then you got to pick them up on the weekend. Now, I did try this, later in my career when I had a lot of money and I didn't worry, I wasn't going to do it myself. And I started trying to hire people to do it. But the problem is that you find the people that want the money to go out and put the bandit signs up, they're not the most reliable people in the world. Let's put it that way, okay? So you have to go back and you have to drive to make sure they put them up. And a lot of times they won't do it. They say, give me the money and I'll do it, and then they don't do it. And so you have to go behind them to make sure they're being done. If you got to go behind them and make sure they're being done, then you might as well just do them yourself, or you got to hire someone to go behind the person you hired to make sure the thing was done. You know what I'm saying? So I just never felt like that was a good way to go. It was just too much overhead, too many people trying to take your signs down and so forth. So I personally never wanted to use it long term. I felt like that it was just better for me to use like evictions or divorce or foreclosure court lookups and just go directly to the people. This is more of a passive thing, and my personality has always been I want to go and get the people, reach out to them directly, make a phone call, or I don't know. I used to do a lot of mailers. I don't do mailers that much anymore. So that's why I have never wanted to use them. However, I know people who have made a lot of money on them. So it's up to you, if you want to put the investment into it. I feel like your investment that you would spend on, the signs and the stakes and so forth and the gas and all that kind of stuff, I think you could probably use it more effectively in other ways. But, it just depends. Some people do they fall in love with one tactic, and it works, and I did vacant houses for 7 years in a row and made a lot of money on it, but I don't do it anymore, but I did then. So what I'm trying to say is that my experience has been negative, but you know what, try it. People have made money on it. I just don't recommend it for myself. Okay, and that's my opinion.